To look at the place where the law meets the headlines. Our legal analyst Greg Isaacs is here. As always, thanks for joining us.
It's great to be here.
All right, we are talking about pop star Britney Spears. She wants her conservatorship to be put to an end. We've been talking about this case. A lot of people have been talking about this case. Let's go back, Greg, and talk about what a conservatorship is.
Well, under Tennessee law, it is a very high standard to place someone in a conservatorship. Outside of Tennessee, they're called guardianships. Typically, it's someone that cannot soundly take care of their medical, legal, or financial issues, and that they are, and the legal terms are, in need of supervision, protection, and assistance. And what the court does is make a finding they are a disabled person under the law. And you typically have an affidavit or testimony from a physician, a psychologist or psychiatrist. It could be a mental disability with addiction, or just a mental disease or defect, or somebody that had a catastrophic illness or accident where they can't take care of themselves. Yeah. But the court makes a finding whether they need a complete guardianship where you take all their rights, or conservatorship, or a partial. But the litmus test in Tennessee, if you find that they are in need of supervision, protection, assistance, and the medical proof supports it, along with some lay testimony, it has to be the least restrictive, Lori.
Ah, okay, that's not the case here, and this has been going on in Britney's case for 13 years. We've been seeing Britney Spears in a new light, so talk to us about concerns that Britney's case has revealed.
Well, you know, it's really kind of disturbing, because if you find somebody that is under a complete conservatorship, guardianship, you would think they are, in her case, mentally disabled. But yet, during the pendency of the guardianship, she has done a world tour, which grossed $130 million.
You have to have it going on to be able to carry that off.
To be able to dance, sing, the choreography, everything that it takes. She has been successful in a residence at Las Vegas, a residency where she packs them in every night. Doesn't miss a beat, doesn't miss a song. Yeah. So when you're sitting there going, this person just doesn't strike us as crazy, and the court-appointed lawyers making about $520,000 a year. Her dad, before he resigned in 2019, $16,000 a month to take care of Team Britney. So very interesting.
Still fighting to do so.
But here's what I find interesting and somewhat disturbing. There's all this Free Britney. We're hearing all this stuff.
Big movement behind her.
She's saying, you know, I want my life. I want to have children. But typically in cases like this, it's a battle of the experts. So, you know, what we're not seeing, which is troublesome, is a testimony or an affidavit from a psychologist or psychiatrist to say that she does not have a mental disease or defect, that she is of sound legal mind to take care of her legal, medical, and financial issues.
We're watching. We'll see what happens.
The world is watching.
Yeah. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you.
If you have a legal question, be sure to send it Greg's way. We'll see if he can clear it up for you. Email askisaacs@wate.com. And remember, we bring Greg on every Wednesday at 5:30.